Wow, okay, it's been a minute. Well, I have internet now, so, yippee, yippee. Yeah, wow. It certainly has been a minute. I was kind of thinking about, uh, the direction I wanted to take this. I think I'm gonna keep it the same. Um, However, I think I will probably change it up at some point. I was thinking, like, since there's been a month in between, um, possibly like e changing it up, like creating a sort of fiction to the commentary. Um, like a sort of like you know doing some creative writing and yeah, yeah, some crazy burger stuff. Um, I don't know. We'll see. Um, yeah, not much. Honestly, not much as far as like life updates in the past month. It's really just been kind of boring, banal work stuff, getting more situated within my area. There's the kid, the star of the show, really. I think I have this like I wanna start like another project or maybe just like experiment, like put different kinds of stuff on the channel. Um, just see what works. I like this series and I think I'm gonna keep on doing it. Um, I think in the break I kind of realized that I definitely don't think that like this will continue to be the staple of the channel. Um, I think I want to do a bunch of different kind of stuff and see what sticks. Um, like I'd like to put out some more like shorter animations, but maybe more in the style of hold on. I'll pull it up. Just 1 second. In the style of like Felipe D. Poi. He's on a YouTube channel called Studio Digital. Um, and he's been just like popping out these like short, like 30-second, minute animations. These little bits, and they're good. They're funny. They're funny laughing. Um, and maybe put out some of those. Maybe put in some more animation time. Um, I also have some thoughts about doing more like um commentary esque stuff, like where I like kind of talk about something with the platform of MS Paint, like sort of draw as I discuss certain things. Nothing like serious or what have you, but uh like just dumb topics, just silly stuff. I've got a couple things as far as ideas go, but I'm not gonna tell you yet. You're just gonna have to wait and see. Um, but yeah. Um, I definitely there definitely will be more of this. I want to branch out um and experiment a little bit more on what I'm doing, cuz like ultimately, like, I would consider myself like more of a like artist that uses like YouTube as a platform. I don't really consider myself like a YouTuber. Because I think that like one, like Google is like the evil, um and like it's just this is like the like platform. I think it's weird that we like call like there okay, there like obviously like there are creators like Mr. Beast who like are YouTubers. They make content. You just know that like it's YouTube content. Like I don't you can't really describe it. It just is. But like it's weird how we've sort of changed like anyone who uploads YouTube videos is a YouTuber. But it's like YouTube is just like a digital like museum or a digital like platform, in the sense that like before like YouTube, before like the internet, we would present these things in, museums or like cafes or like theaters. And like these sort of like things, like you wouldn't describe yourself a museumist. You know what I mean? You call yourself an artist. Like, so I think that, but there's a side tangent aside. Um, I don't really. I think the point of me saying that is just like I'm not really trying to like do something that would get my YouTube channel to like become a YouTuber. I think the like ideal through presenting like the art that I make in this way is just getting more eyeballs on the art that I make. Um because I really am not someone who like cares about being a paid artist, and so to speak. It's just like I make cool stuff. It'd be cool if like people saw that cool stuff, you know? Um it's like, and like sharing that in a way that like makes people feel seen, I guess. Like um like presenting, I mean, I'm not going to tell you what you get out of art. Like everyone has their own individual reasons they appreciate aesthetics. um Whether that, like, for me, I think that I appreciate art that I can relate to, um that I can like see or hear, and it makes me feel closer to the human experience. It makes me feel less isolated in my existence. Um, it makes me feel smaller, but in a way that makes me feel bigger, if that makes sense. Um, and Yeah, um, that side rant. Oh, I like this. I like this little angel guy. It's like I didn't have internet, and I drew this drawing in particular. Um, was sort of a was like part of like the OG um sessions. Um, and the next episode that I'll be doing is like a newer drawing, like a drawing that I did tonight. Um, but yeah, it's kind of nice to like look back at like pieces that you did a while ago, kind of see where you're at. There's some cool ideas going on in this one. I like it. I feel like I had like mixed feelings about it. There are things about it I don't like and things about it I like. Obviously, I feel like that's the nature of the type of art that I do is like some of it comes out good and then some of it like feels kind of messy, but messy's okay. Sometimes you gotta love the messy. Um, because you know, mm, you're never there's always gonna be points in your life where you're not clean. Um, and noises. We love noises. I love noises. I always relate to a person who like makes some noises. It's a little bit like on the more um I guess anxious side of things. Um, because I think I am ultimately an anxious person. Um, I think that's just how it is. Um, I'm good at like masking the anxiety, and I think for a long time I wouldn't consider myself an anxious person. I think it was just like masking and smoking a lot of weed, honestly. Um, uh, because like yeah, I don't really smoke. I think for me what we did was make me less anxious. Like it I don't know if that's true. Maybe it like masked the anxiety. Like over time like smoking every day sort of thing. I think like made me like feel like I was it was helping the anxiety, but I think I was just getting high. And like again, this is not like an anti-weed rant. I mean, I'm definitely not. I've done some videos high, and you know, I think that um, weed can be good and fun, and I think it's just not for me. I think like also sober, I am like less anxious, but I think that it's less apparent. I guess like I can more rationally think about why I'm sort of thinking this way, sort of dissect my own thought patterns a little bit easier. I think that just is like ultimately what helps. I think it's like weed does make you a little slower, and at least it does for me. It makes I think that I like probably like might think a little bit more broadly in terms of like conceptualizing things. Um, there's like like it more abstract, but it's harder to think in more like rational that I would define it purely as rational, but more more effectively, I think. And that might sacrifice the more uh, to use internet terms, which I don't think are like purely accurate, but colloquially, less schizoid, which is like, is what it is. You know, tis what it is. Um, sometimes, you just speak and then you like lose the track and then you've got to build yourself a new track. Um, like the train has gone derailed and you gotta step out of the train and build new rails. Um, uh, yeah, yeah, it's true, it's true, it's true. I mean, the cat, it's the cat. The cat is playing with the plastic bag right now. I don't know if the mic will pick it up, but um, yeah. If it is, enjoy that crinkly little love of the kitty. You know, Italy. There we go. I'm gonna distract her so the crinkling doesn't happen because the crinkling is like a little bit distracting me. It's so mean. She just wants to have fun. And now I'm like half paying attention to her and half not. Oh, I'm so crude. I'm so mean. It is um space and time and splash of lime. I like lime. I'm more inclined towards lime than I am lemon, I think. Um, I think lime has a just a slightly more it has slightly more flavor where lemon is like pure citrus. Lime has like a more like unique um flavor profile as the chefs say. Um, I think they say that. I don't know what chefs say. I'm not a chef. I don't involve myself in chef culture. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think there's a slightly more unique flavor to a lime. And if you disagree, leave a comment about it. We'll fight over it on the internet. Um, but yeah, I guess that's it. It's nice to be back, to be chatting. Thank you everyone who was patient during this hiatus, during this time where I couldn't get this stinking electric electricity box to connect to the other electricity boxes. Um, but yeah, I guess I say bye bye.